back at you like I never left. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Before we start anything though, if you're not subscribed to USF Gang, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, comment your opinion below, turn on post notifications so you know every time I got some content for you. We're gonna get right into this video. So we talking about Baker Mayfield. He had a phenomenal game, leading Cleveland to their first victory in about 2 years. Thursday night football on the grand stage where everybody gets to see you. And Baker Mayfield, he looked good. I mean, Baker Mayfield looked like a generational type player. Look like he's a transcendent type player that can transcend over a period of time. Like I'm talking like Drew Brees. That's his comparison. Everybody's been comparing him to Drew Brees, but I'm talking about he looks like he can be that type player for the Cleveland Browns. You look at the poise that this man had in the pocket, the quickness of his throws, his arm strength. Even though him being a small tight guy, he has a lot of dog in him. You can see the fight that he has in him. He instantly, when he came in there, I'm looking at this game and I'm seeing an instant change from a underconfident, mediocre type Cleveland team. They have a great defense. I think it's gonna be a good defense this year, but I see that type team, and then you add Baker in there. Baker comes in there and he's throwing the ball, he's spreading it around, and he looked the whole dynamic of the team looked totally different with Baker in there. The energy of the team went up, the offensive line went up, because you know they weren't blocking at first, but you know when Baker got in there, everything just clicked, okay? And that's the type of players that are transcendent type players. You look at Deshaun Watson last year, same thing with the Houston Texans. When he got in there, everything clicked. But different from, aside from Deshaun Watson, something that Baker Mayfield had that he doesn't. He can make reads. He can make those tight throws, tight window throws. You look at Deshaun Watson, he depended on DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller a little bit too much. Now, you seeing Baker Mayfield come in here and he's spreading the ball around. He doesn't depend on just having Jarvis Landry, and that's something I look at in the quarterback. When you look at somebody like that can spread the wealth and spread the ball around, I'm looking at him and I'm saying that is a franchise quarterback right there. When you can make things happen like Tom Brady does, when he doesn't always have to depend on Gronkowski. He can spread it. He can make sorry receivers look like they're Hall of Fame worthy type receivers. When you look at that, that's something you want to see in your quarterback. And Baker Mayfield shows all those qualities. And I'm seeing a different type of Baker Mayfield. I'm seeing a type of Baker Mayfield that I hadn't seen in college. I'm seeing somebody that has a leadership quality added to him coming to the NFL. After the game, you saw in the post conference how he's breaking it down and telling everything that coach tells them. He sounds so mature, sounds so much like he's ready to take on the challenge of leading a whole city. I mean, Cleveland itself, he's ready to put the city on his back, and I'm pretty sure that the town is ready to get on it. So I'm looking at Baker Mayfield and I'm looking at him and Sam Darnold. Okay, at first I'm thinking Sam Darnold was the better pick in the draft for the Browns, but now I'm looking at the energy he brings from college, the energy he brings to this team. That is what Cleveland needs to get out the slump they've been in. They haven't won a game in 600 and something games in almost 2 years. So being that this is a big accomplishment for Baker Mayfield, this is the first step, and I feel like when I'm looking at him, I feel like he can do great things. He can lead this team to 8-8, 9-7, 10-6 a year at best. If Hugh Jackson does not decide to start this guy, he deserves to be fired. I feel like Tyrod Taylor should not be the starter because the energy for this team is too great. They have too much talent, especially on the defensive end, where your defensive players like to play up because of who you have at the helm of the quarterback. You look at the fact that just look at other teams around the league. Your quarterback position, like Jimmy G last year, instantly Jimmy G comes in, your defense start playing up. Baker Mayfield, he has that energy. That energy is always in him. So imagine with that type of quarterback back there, how people want to play for him. Okay, people want to play behind him. I'm looking at Baker Mayfield as that type player. So that's why I'm looking at him as a generational type player. Okay, so yeah. So overall, if you like this video, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, comment your opinion below, and I'm out. Sheesh.